Okay, today I thought we'd look at how to animate the Iron Man. So I thought we'd have a look at this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the cat sprite. Don't really need it. Got no coding blocks with it, so I'm just going to get rid of that. If you go over to here, you can see I can choose a sprite. Well, I'm going to create my own. I'm going to paint one. So here we get a nice screen that allows us to design our own sprite, our own character. So I'm going to want to create some boxes, so I think I'm going to go for something. It'll get me a grey somewhere along here. Maybe I'll come back here. Just look along. I want to sort of play around. There we go. Something like that will give me a nice grey to infill. So I'm just going to choose a rectangle. I'm going to do something very, very simple. I'm just going to draw the head of the robot, of my Iron Man, sorry. Let's click away, and I'm going to give him a neck. I'm just using simple boxes for this because it's just showing you the sort of things that you can do with Scratch. I think I'll give him some ears as well, so we're going to put that over here, and I'll give him a set on this side as well. Now, what I want to do is I want to create it, and I want to be able to change the colour of his eyes, because in the book it says his eyes change colour from red to infrared and various different colours that are mentioned. So what I want to do is now, I think I'm going to just make go with red for the first time. So let's see if I can find some colours here. Yeah, there's a red. I can use a red there. So click away. I'm gonna, didn't mean to do that, which is a bit annoying. So let's go back and see if I can get that a little bit more like the right sort of colour. In fact, let's just undo it and undo it. There, I'm back. So that's always a good trick. If you do something that you didn't mean to do, you can always undo it by using this little back thing here, or Control Z on your keyboard also works. So I'm going to draw a circle here for his eye, but now I want to change the colour of that. So let's see if I can find some colours. Find that. Wonderful. So I've got an eye there. I could probably press Control C and Control V, and I get another one. You might have been able to right click, so I get some red eyes there. So now I think I want to put in, let's keep it fairly simple. I'm going to, didn't want to do that. So let's just go back and do that. I'm going to click away. Keep on forgetting to click away. Alright, I'm going to choose him. Nice rectangle. And what I want is just to put his mouth in. So I think I'm going to have that as black. And I'm just going to draw a rectangle here. And probably give him a little bit of a nose as well. So there's my very simple Iron Man. So that's wonderful. I've done that. Now, this is where it gets fun. Because what I can do is I can take this and I can go to code and go back to costumes, but I can actually duplicate this by right clicking on the costume up on the left here and go duplicate, and I can duplicate again. So now I've got 4 Iron Man heads, and I can go through each one, and if I select here I can hopefully go to a fill here, and maybe I want him to have green eyes. So let's go back to the brightness. Let's have him a green eye. Oh, it's playing up a little bit. Click on that, and now I can select him to have green eyes, which is wonderful. So I can have red eyes, green eyes. What other colour shall we have? So I wonder, I think some purple eyes might, or pink eyes might look quite good. I think so, pink. Okay, so I can go and select pink eyes. And then actually it does say one of them they turn white, so let's go for some white eyes over here as well. Can we do it cheating? just sort of go that way. So now I can have some white eyes. So I've taken one sprite and I've changed a couple of things on each version of the costume here, from costume 1, costume 2, costume 3, costume 4. Now of course I could go in here and rather than having costume 1, I could maybe, let's change it to Iron Man IM1, because I know what that means. And then I could have Iron Man 2, IM2, and it just means I know what it is that I'm doing. Actually, thinking about it, I'm going to go Iron Man 3 pink, because that'll just help me know what to do, so what I'm actually doing. So Iron Man 2 green, and here I could go Iron Man 4, and that could be white. And back to my first one, I could have Iron Man 1 and red. And that's going to be really useful because I can very quickly see what's going on. So now I've got 4 similar but different Iron Man sprites. Now if I go back to the code, I can have a bit of fun, because actually what I might want to do during the animation is I might want to change his eyes. I could add extra ones and maybe only change one eye, but let's just stick with what we've got for the moment. So I'm going to go to events, just create a simple little series of blocks. I always want it to start with a red eyes, so I'm going to switch to costume IM1 red. And then why not? Let's have a little bit of a wait for a while. Wait 1 second, and then I'm going to switch to costume, not IM1 red, but I'm going to switch to IM2 green, and let's go for a wait for 1 second again. Go back to looks. Let's switch to costume IM1 red, so it's not that, it's IM3 pink. And let's go to events here. Oh, wrong one, wanted control. Now we go for switch costume to IM4, so I need to go for the looks, and I can switch to costume IM4. So now, hopefully, if I press the green flag here, it should work. Yep, there we go, green, pink, white. Now, if I want that to constantly change, I could use a variety of control blocks. So if I want it to go forever, I could put this around, and now when I click it, it will go red, green, pink, white, red, green, pink, white. So, I've just noticed I didn't have an extra weight in there, so let's put that in there and fix it. And I can have my Iron Man's eyes changing, which is pretty cool. If I wanted it not to do forever, but maybe just wanted it to do it for 10 times, I could repeat that 10 times. So I can put that in there, press the green flag, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's once, and it'll go through. In a little while, it will have stopped, because it will get to the end, it will have done its 10 repetitions. So that's a good way that you can have a little bit of difference in your animation, but it doesn't go on forever. So hopefully you've seen that now works. And that's just one of the ways that you might want to animate your Iron Man. And hopefully it will now stop, because we must have nearly got to 10 versions of it, and it should stop on the white one. Must just have one more to go, and there we go, it stopped on the white. So hopefully you found that useful. You've learned how to get the costumes to change, but you've also learnt that the costumes here can be duplicated, and you can change a couple of things or one thing at a time to have your Iron Man behave in different ways. Okay, thank you for listening.